Hey Bio Peeps, today is Wednesday, May 13th, and we are almost to the end here. A lot of you guys have been emailing questions regarding if podcasts would count, if they still needed to do a screencast in addition to a podcast. No. On the genetics disorder research, if you choose to do a podcast, you do not need to do a screencast. The idea here is that I wanted you guys to have experience talking about the disorder that you chose. Oftentimes, when you're talking about it, you display more knowledge than just putting slides together. And so I wanted you to be able to convey your actual knowledge of what you were learning. So if you choose to do a podcast, you do not need to do a screencast in addition. Okay, because you still are doing a presentation when you podcast. Now, if you're doing something like slides, for instance, then you will want to include a screencast within it, just so you can talk about the subject material and actually do a presentation format. So I hope that kind of clarifies it. Today is our last day to have kind of a class period dedicated or a class day dedicated to submitting this. I'm going to start pulling them into Padlets and grading them. Probably in the next day or so. I'm trying to wait for a few of them to come in before I start grading them, because there's lots of a chance that I will overlook them if they all come in at once, or if I grade them all at once, I should say. Also, there has been a request for a social since the last Fridays have been difficult for me. So at noon today, we will do a social. We're going to call on page. Actually, you know what? Let's do it at 1:00 because I actually have a 7th grade one at 12. So we are going to do Google Meet Social Hour at 1:00. Code, we'll just call it science. Okay. And I'll link it up here in a minute as soon as I finish the screencast here, but at least I have a text box to hold it in place for us. Let me know if you have any questions. On a good note, we are coming up after this disorder project to our last main assignment, and it involves watching a movie. I usually like to watch the movie together as a class so we can stop and talk about it, but I still think it would be really worthwhile for you guys to have that experience observing it. And so we're going to start that on Friday, and that will take Friday, Monday, and Wednesday of next week. Okay, so kind of a nice, easier way to end the semester. So hang in there, keep fighting the good fight here, stay the course, and I'll talk to you later.